Okay, so here is our first screen. You'll notice that the logo is missing. I click and this turns green, and it keeps going until we're ready to actually start the lecture. So we click again and we get a nice little transition. We prepare to, we click, we have build medical imaging knowledge, so on and so forth. I'm going to go a little bit quicker just to show you what happens. A nice little transition. Challenge medical imaging. We have a picture come in simultaneously as the words. We click through this, and that fades away. Educational demands come up. We have a nice picture of the college, as you saw before. Click a few more times, and the information comes up. Okay, that was a little slow. Sorry, my computer's reacting. Let's click again. And on-the-job training, nice picture of student people, certificate requirements, etc. So that kind of transitions out, fades into technological growth. This is actually a video, so when I press this, it should move. This is an example of room 2, and I've designed this video to keep looping. I think it's only 17 seconds long, and basically you get the point of how this works. This is pretty much, I think, what our new room is going to look like. Oh, I also added advanced modalities like PET-CT/MR. And it's got a cool soundtrack too. So let's get past that. Growing demands of personnel. I might put a better transition to this next slide. So collaborative work, innovative clinical conditions, so on. I really like this image. It has some cool things going on in this picture here. We have the honeycomb transition to who would you hire, a bounce-in, RTs with certificates, RTs with AAS. We have a little picture of, someone taking a look at the resume. Let's click through this. There's a nice little transition turn. Then a wheel animation. So BSRS boasts. I put a square around the text box on here. I don't think it makes that much of a difference. We continue, and then we'll transition to the next slide. Okay, I need to add in a transition there. Computer simulated learning, recently acquired CT, so on and so forth. This is where I believe I put the video and added this slide. So that disappears and is replaced by this video box, which I could have start automatically, or I can just press play. So
simulator page.
There you
go. The
go.
simulator is actually going to guide the student through an actual scan through these little pop-up boxes. So here we're going to put a session number in. We're going to put a patient ID number in. We're going to put the patient's name in this instance it's going to be Jane Doe.
This runs for about 3 minutes.
125 pounds. The simulator is actually going to guide the student to actually select a coil. Normally, we would
my
put
hard
the coil on the
drive,
table
so I have
in
to
the
see
patient.
if this will
Because
work.
this
If I
is
put
a
everything on a disk.
It's actually going to just allow us to select
or we could
the
link
coil
to the demo on the actual internet if we have internet access,
coil.
which is another thing we need to find out.
In this simulator, the demo only allows 2 different pulse sequences. It's going to be a sagittal T1. Sagittal T1 will be our scout. We click on that. It actually loads our protocol. The Now the scan times have been shortened for demonstration purposes. This is a parameter that can actually be adjusted
so you get
by
the idea. So I'm going to click out of this, and we do another turn to BS program candidates. This kind of took a while to do. I have this recurring images of different technologists and different modalities. It goes up, then it fades back down, Goes up and fades back down. Worked with the speed so it wasn't too fast, wasn't too slow, and at the end it's going to, I believe, stop here and stay that way. Maybe, no, sorry, it was this one here. Okay. So we keep talking if we need to. Then I transition. It fades away. I got to work on that last little bit. This slide, I don't know what we need to do with it. You'll see on the next slide I have all the information about the credits, and it looks really nice. So this is the lead-in, really, to the next slide. So let me go over to here. So this has some animations. We have certificate programs versus associate degree programs. And as I click, you'll see some things appear. So receive at least 41 credits on that side. From the other side, we have at least 65 credits. But you'll see all students need to complete 30 credits. And after that, coming in, any additional college credits will be additionally added, so on. So I thought this was a nice little animation, and I did it in about 10 seconds for you, but it took me like half an hour. So that fades out in a kind of interesting way. It's a Ferris wheel. The BSRS Answers want to be better educated, so the animation of our logo keeps turning around and repeating as we go through the different answers to the questions. Then there'll be another transition. This was fun. I took all the pieces as we talked about and I relabeled them. Infrastructure, multi-competency, information systems. I added new pictures for each one. Then we go to the next slide with a very interesting wobble transition. And the pieces come flying in to fit each other, and at the same time at the bottom what appeared is the BSRS strategically delivered to give a whole better than some of its parts. Okay, so that fades out. Choose BSRS. I took the background here of our flyer, flexible schedule. These bullet points you'll see come in from different places, different corners of the screen, and out from the bottom. Then this we said we need to work on, so I didn't really touch this slide. We have a nice little crazy transition here to the end of our program. We're going to say apply today with some star animations, pictures of the hats in the air, and finally a thank you where automatically starts. This is from our home page. I kind of stuck it in the PowerPoint because it looks good. We have all the people's names and the address, and this will just kind of keep going until we completely end. So as a matter of fact, I'm going to end, and I'll talk to you soon. This will be on YouTube.